So we have one here. A wife gets dumped after blasting husband and his father.
This our first trip together. Hey, everybody in first class. I thought he was getting us first class tickets, but he lied. Well, we all the way at 38, B. But at least it's our first trip.
My husband is the breadwinner, and he also does all the cooking and the cleaning, and he takes care of the kids, takes them to their extracurriculars and all that, while I just enjoy my life. And my husband is supportive of that. You know, he's never complained once about he's happy, I'm happy.
I'm a little pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband, my father-in-law. I get this.
When you get home tonight, I need you to clean off all the kitchen.
Mind you, I did not build this house that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess. So last night I did not clean the house. You guys really opened my eyes and made me see that like this was not my problem. I bitched to my husband last night and told him that I was really pissed off. And so I get home today and this is what I come home to. A fully cleaned house. And they won't ever ask me to do anything again. Either way, win for me. This is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. So we are getting a divorce.
This is your daily reminder to never settle. I just got off working a 12-hour shift. My boyfriend brought me lunch during that 12-hour shift, came and got my car without even telling me or without asking, filled up my gas tank, cleaned my car, took it through the car wash, cleaned the inside, found my missing credit card, found my missing Summer Fridays chapstick, all in my car, and I guarantee when I get home, the apartment's going to be clean. There's going to be...
In this video, we will see some cases of entitled wives. One of them, it backfired on her because her entitlement level led her husband to divorce her.
My husband is the breadwinner, and he also does all the cooking and the cleaning, and he takes care of the kids, takes them to their extracurriculars and all that, while I just enjoy my life. And my husband is supportive of that. You know, he's never complained once about me.
Man, for the gender that says they're good at communication, how could you be so dense, so entitled, so dumb as to threaten your marriage by being so selfish? It blows my mind. You see, like, this is projection. When they tell you they want to be better communicators, they just want you to read their minds and let them lounge on the couch all day doing absolutely nothing while they browse and mindlessly melt their brains on TikTok, Facebook, and whatever Instagram dumb shit that they're constantly watching. This is what it is. You have a useless wife. She does nothing. What's the point of even getting married? Honestly, you could have just picked out a woman that you didn't even like that much, that was way hotter than this, and have a couple kids, be irresponsible that way, and still be in their lives and have a much better life. Then you could go home to your own place in your own peace and be happy and play the field while you go visit your kids or whatever allotted time happens in court. That would have been far more simple than getting married to this succubus that sits on the couch all day doing absolutely nothing while you're slaving away at work. And she can't even do something as simple as fold the laundry, cook, and sweep. Are you kidding me?
Putting all of the work on him.
And hold on, we got to talk about why is the husband even allowing this? At what point does the man say he's had enough? So we have to put the blame on the man here ultimately too. He got down on one knee and proposed. I say this all the time. Ultimately, it rests on the shoulders of the man. Why does this guy put up with all this? I don't know. If we saw a picture of him, the physiognomy would check out. He would look exactly how you would expect him to look, given the way he's behaving and the amount of crap he's taking from this woman.
And I know every household is different and this wouldn't work for everybody, but it's what works for us. And he's happy, I'm happy, the kids are happy. And when people start getting upset at me over this, I'm like, you know, I understand that maybe you live differently and maybe you feel like the contribution should be 50-50 between like the man and the woman or like the two spouses, whatever, in the household. But for us, like 100 and 0 is what works great. I'm basically like another child and I love it and my husband loves it. And there's just no complaints here. So
I am not the one to talk about what people do with their lives. Each one does what works for them. But I can assure this woman that her husband is not happy at all, because what man will be happy to have a woman who doesn't put anything in the comment section? Unbelievable. How could you be in a loving relationship and not feel guilty? A relationship is two people working together and contributing and appreciating each other. This is a joke, right? Because baby, when he moves in with another woman, don't act surprised. Pathetic excuse for a mother. Girl, he doesn't love it. He is not okay. One day he'll get tired of keeping you up, and bounce like a bad check. No way he hasn't said ish. Or he has a side piece. He's either cheating or you joking. Literally no one on this planet would be happy in this situation. Trust me, he is not happy, and his breakaway clock is ticking down.
Side piece.
I'm a little pissy. I get this text from my father-in-law. My father-in-law, not my husband. My father-in-law. I get this.
When you get home tonight, I need you to clean off all the kitchen counters, put the tools in the utility room, put the trash on the front porch, and sweep and vacuum all the hard surface floors. That would help Jake and I for tomorrow. Thank you very much in advance. You are the best.
Mind you, I did not build this house. My husband and my father-in-law built it, mainly my husband. I am very grateful for that. But this is what I come home to after working an entire shift on my feet all day that I now have to clean, even though I did not make this mess. Look at it. I now have to pick up everything off the floor, all of it. I have to clean this entire island, put all of their tools away.
Imagine living in a house that your man is building with your father-in-law. What greater example of love is there than building your wife a house, a nest for you guys to live under? Seems like a big investment, right? Seems like the husband is trying, yeah? So I don't know what job you have, but can't you see that on one end of this deal, because he's probably at work too, with the father-in-law, as you were. And then they come home and have to finish building a house because there's tools and shit everywhere. Would it be so difficult for you to honestly just tidy up the place as you were told this time while the men finish building your permanent dwelling to raise your future family in? Is it such a tall order to be a basic, decent human being? Put aside the fact that you're tired from your shit job and help these men get the house completed that is ultimately for you. They're doing this for you. And even that ask, just clean up the place, sweep. He didn't ask you to put up a fucking support beam or build out a deck. Just sweep the place, man, so that we can continue work the moment we get home. You know, building your house that you're going to live in and not be debt slaves probably. Because if the man's handy enough to build a house, then he understands how much cheaper it is and how much more freeing it is for your future, your children's future, and the lifestyles you're probably going to want to live while you're married. Unbelievable. Only in the West, I'm telling you, only in the West can you find this level of entitlement. This right here is a form of abuse.
Clean the all this, everything off the floor.
So hard, dude.
I have to get all of this. This is sawdust because they decided to cut things inside my house.
My house.
And I have to get this all done tonight before my
It's her house now. It's not my husband. I don't want to clean. This is not my house. I didn't build this house. And all of a sudden, I have sawdust in my house. You see? You see how it works?
husband gets home so I can spend time with him. So last night I did not clean the house. You guys really opened my eyes and made me see that like this was not my problem. It's not my thing. There's so much. I bitched to my husband last night and told him that I was really pissed off. And so I get home today and this is what I come home to. A fully cleaned house. They have a little bit of stuff right here, but that's fine. That's it. They organized all their tools and I didn't have to do a single thing. Either they got the message that was super disrespectful, or they think I'm completely incompetent and they won't ever ask me to do anything again. Either way, win for me. This is the update. It's not a good one. It's not a fun one. It actually really sucks. But I'm going to keep it short and sweet. We had a long conversation a couple days ago, my husband and I, and we've come to the conclusion that the best thing for both of us is for this to end. So we are getting a divorce. We've been separated for the past couple days, obviously. We just have to put the legal actions into motion. But yes, we are getting a divorce.
This is a clear example of a woman who is not ready to be a wife yet.
This is a clear example of a moron throwing away her marriage because she's too busy posting shit on TikTok and trying to farm likes, views, and fame. This is what happens. I keep telling you guys, Hey man, one of the clearest red flags and markers that you should vet for is her addiction to social media. If her phone is surgically attached to her hand, if all she can do is scroll timelines, if all she does is watch shorts, especially, nothing long form, no conversations, nothing of value, she's done for, dude. That one is an indoctrinated NPC. This is the song that plays in her head as she walks around the day. She walks around in her apartment, this is what plays. Or house, excuse me. They have a whole fucking house built. She had a whole house built. And she walks around in La La Land. I own this place. I didn't build it. I don't have to do anything. TikTok tells me I'm a strong, independent queen. She watches a bunch of toxic dating videos with toxic femininity all over the place, telling her how she is the whole table. Everything should be provided. And a man has to feed her grapes, do everything, come home from work, 10, 12-hour shifts covered in sawdust and God knows what else, and still has to cater to me because I have a vagina in between my legs. This is what they think. This is insanity. You will never deal with any of this crap when you go overseas because women are actually grounded and feminine. Stop dating these women. It's a complete waste of time. Look at what these dudes are dealing with. And this is married. This is after you put the ring on and lose up to 50% of your assets and made a vow to be with this person for the rest of your life. So that should give them some security. You know how they say, put a ring on it and I'll start acting like a wife? You know how they always say that? They unlock their femininity for their husbands only. Yeah, you gotta show me something if you wanna get a wife. There it is. The ring is on the finger. A house is being built for her. And what does she give him? Nothing.
Happily married for 19 years, and I cannot believe her entitlement and attitude. The fact that she said my house explains everything. I have to clean up this mess I didn't make. Absolutely legitimate argument on her part. Assuming her husband gets to live in the house alone, while she lives in the yard since he built the house. Building a house is much harder than whatever she could possibly do. What I would give to a man who is able to provide a house to his family. She has no idea how good she had it. Girl, this is equivalent to you washing the dishes for the person who cooked dinner. She's a solid 5 out of 10. That guy dodged a huge bullet not bringing children into this. Such a good learning experience for him, as awful as it all is.
This is your daily reminder to never settle. I just got off working a 12-hour shift. My boyfriend brought me lunch during that 12-hour shift, came and got my car without even telling me or without asking, filled up my gas tank, cleaned my car, took it through the car wash, cleaned the inside, found my missing credit card, found my missing Summer Fridays chapstick, all in my car. And I guarantee when I get home, the apartment's going to be clean. There's going to be dinner waiting for me. He's going to ask me if I want ice cream. He'd pour me a drink. He'll do anything. And this is always. This isn't a one-time thing. He's not just doing this because he wants something. This is always. If he wanted to, he would. Do not settle.
What's funny about this one is I guarantee you she has a side piece at work or it will. Eventually, these guys aren't attractive to women. This is her pandering to other women. This is her doing that thing guys do when you're comparing all the fish you've caught, all the hot girls you've managed to close. Just the notches on your belt, you know? You're in a guys group and you're talking about all the sexual escapades you've had and you're just comparing like, this is the one I had Friday night, this was Saturday, blah, blah, blah. This is the one I'm currently talking to, and you show everybody and they go, ooh, yeah, that one. Wow, damn, she's hot. What, she got any sisters? Blah, blah, hook it up. Blah, blah. You know? This is all what we're doing. We're comparing trophies. She's comparing simp trophies. This is a literal simp trophy comparison here that she's doing with all the other girls. She's saying, look at this little slave I got that will do anything for me as long as I open up my legs for mediocre once a month maintenance sex. This is all that it is. She doesn't actually feel attracted to him because a woman that's literally attracted to you, physically raw attraction, wants to do all those things for you, wants to cater to her man, wants to constantly be in his space, wants to spend her money on him, her time on him, wants to nurture and support him. This is genuine attraction from women, and this is how they behave, that they want to do things for you. It brings it out of them. However, when she doesn't care about you, when she's not attracted to you, but you're a convenient placeholder in her life until she meets that guy that hits all the sexual markers, then yeah, she's going to take you for everything you offer because that guy sounds like a spineless simp and he is one. I guarantee you, he has the look trademark. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. She needs to show that dude off. Watch. It won't last, man. I'm telling you, this is not the natural dynamic. She's leading the relationship. That dude is a spineless turd, is at her beck and call, and she's going to grow tired of it if she hasn't already. This is just clout. She's farming internet points on TikTok. just to show how much she's betafied a little simp and got him basically into the modern day slave, doing whatever and whenever she needs something done. It's pathetic. You're not getting any respect. She does not look up to him. You don't win by being this nice guy with no boundaries. I keep telling you guys.
He sounds unemployed. More importantly, this sounds like a toxic AF relationship with an imbalance of effort.
Yep.
Sorry to say, this thing is doomed. The guy in this case has settled. This is unrealistic. I'd be curious to know if her husband works 40 hours per week, how long they have been married, and if they have kids.
I like how everybody caught into the unemployed vibes right away.
Just because a man doesn't do this doesn't mean he isn't just as worthy. I wonder if your boyfriend took the same advice of do not settle. So what do you do for him? He is doing too much and probably has a lot of time on his hands. I work 65 plus hours a week, so this is situational and unrealistic for most people. This guy will get cheated on and treated like a chump.
Perfect.
He sounds like a stay-at-home wife.
Perfect.
This our first trip together. Hey, everybody in first class. I thought he was getting us first class tickets, but he lied. Well, we all the way at 38B. But at least it's our first trip. He's trying. Look at him. Look at y'all in first class. Oh, it must be nice. Look at
Imagine if he did that, the reversal at like a family dinner where she had to cook and he's grilling her ass the same way. Oh my God, look at this dry ass chicken. Wow, at least she tried. Oh, that pasta wasn't made fresh from scratch at home. That's the box stuff. But you know, she's giving it a shot. Not a traditional woman. She's learning here and there. At least she tried. Hey, imagine shitting on the person you love, the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with, and then posting it online, doing this in front of strangers, not even pulling them aside and being like, it would have been nice if we got first class. Are we able to afford it? Let's try to make this trip be absolutely perfect and go all out. Do we have the funds for that? Or just in general, you know, hey, I'm so happy you decided to take me on this trip. I understand we're stretching the budget, or I understand what an investment this is for you and how hard you had to work to get this to happen. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I can't wait to spend this vacation with you and wherever the hell they're going. You got clowned before even sitting down in the plane seat. I'm blown away. And they wonder why Passport Bros has exploded. Man, oh man.
y'all separate. They gave y'all water already?
I truly hope that this video is just a joke and that they are comedian trying to get some content, because if this is real, he needs to run as soon as he can.
He is not
No
happy.
woman who likes and respects her man would embarrass him on
Look at
that
his
level.
face.
I know that some people are just ungrateful. They don't value or recognize the things their partner does for them. You can try your best, but it's never good enough. Therefore, if you find yourself with someone who has such character, be mindful that it will be a really challenging journey, and you have to decide whether it's worth it to be part of it or not. Some people are just ungrateful. Like, bruh, be happy because he's trying, and you're mad about what? A 1-hour flight. That does not give you the right to publicly humiliate him, or anyone. Biggest and cringiest red flag. How cute to humiliate your dude for taking you on a paid vacation. Lovely behavior. If that was my man and I loved him, I'd be happy with an Uber to Applebee's, darling. But go ahead, make sure you really jab it in deep for everybody to see. All the people in first class are laughing and thinking, thank God he didn't get her those tickets. She doesn't look like first class material. I hope my man finds a better woman. Run.
See what some of the comments say. It's hard to believe that there are any men out there that will put up with women like this. Guys, have some self-respect. That chick that tried to play cute with her husband and got divorced is going to drive by that house every day. One day she will see her ex with another wife and kids playing in the yard. The misery will be so epic for her. Oh man, quite the burn there. Eh? Imagine seeing that. If she's on social media, she is not wife material. You haven't come to that realization yet, you're in trouble. First time I met my girlfriend's sister, she told me she didn't have a job, cook, clean, or do anything for the kids, that her husband did everything. After we left their house, I told my girlfriend they weren't going to last. Within a year, he asked for a divorce, saying he didn't love her anymore. Glad that husband finally woke up and dumped Miss Lazy and Entitled. She said, quote, we had a long talk, meaning long argument. And, quote, we agreed that it was best to go our separate ways, meaning he told her he was done with her and he was the one who filed the divorce papers. We didn't decide anything. She went from a home with a living room that's bigger than my whole apartment to an apartment that's slightly larger than my bathroom. She let the internet talk her into one step above homelessness.
Perfect.
We'll leave it at that. Oof.
Emotional damage.
We'll see you guys on the next one.